Hello students, what we are going to discuss today, we are going to start a new chapter of geography, that is chapter 7, Lifelines of National Economy. Lifelines of National Economy, in this we will discuss about mainly the roadways, the railways and the airways, means the medium of transport. We will discuss about the medium of transport as well as the most important thing in the present time, that is communication. Communication means the thing that we are discussing with each other, we are exchanging the ideas with each other, that is known as communication, right? Modes of communication we'll discuss, like television, cell phones and many other things, right? So let's start our chapter. We use different materials and services in our daily life. In our daily life we are using the different materials and services. In the last chapter also we discussed about that we are using different kind of minerals, right? And some minerals and some things that are available in our immediate surrounding, but whilst other are we are getting from the far flung places, right? Some of these are available in our immediate surrounding, while other requirements are met by bringing things from one place to another. It means suppose we are farmer, then what is there, or and a person is there that he or she is an industrialist. So what is there, will what we'll do, we'll transport the thing from our area to the industries. Means what is there, some things that are immediately available surrounding us, while other requirements met by bringing things from other places. Goods and services do not move from supply locations to the demand location. Means where the things are produced and where the things are needed, the things are not moved. The goods and services do not move from the supply, from the area where it is produced and the area where it is needed at their own. So what is needed? The movement of these goods and services from the supply location to demand location necessitates the need of a transport. I told you first we'll discuss about the modes of transport. Means what is transportation? Transportation means the delivering of things, the movement of goods from one place to another is known as a transport, whether by cycle or whether by airplane, right? So some people are engaged in the class 9 and in the earlier chapter also we have discussed about the three sectors. First, primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. In this video we'll discuss about the tertiary sector mainly, right? Some people are engaged in facilitating these movements, some people are engaged in providing these services. These are known to be traders. The person, those who are doing this work, they are known to be traders who make the products come to the consumer. Means they are providing the products to the consumer by transportation. Thus the pace of development, means the speed of development of a country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movement over space. Means transportation plays an important role. Transportation plays an important role in the development of the country. If we are producing the things in the field or in the industry, if the production is there, production is good, but if the transportation system is not there, then what will be there? The things will spoil at the same place. If it will not reach to the market, it will not reach to the consumer, then what will happen? The things will spoil, right? So that's why all the things are moving hand in hand. Primary, secondary and tertiary sector, all three sectors are moving hand in hand. No, nothing, means no single sector is self dependent. So therefore what is needed? It is needed efficient means of transportation. Efficient means of transportation are prerequisite for the fast development, means very necessary for the fast development. If we want the fast development of the country, then what is needed? Efficient means of transportation. Earlier what was there? There was the bullock carts and means old methods of transportation was there, right? But when there was the invention of new and new technologies, then what happened? The transportation has become easy. So the movement of these goods and services can be over three domains of the earth. Means transportation can be through three domains with the help of land, on water, and on air. On land, what is there? Let's see. Means of transport. Means of transport, that is land domain, three domain: land, water, and air. Land, what is there? Roadways, railways, and pipelines. Right, I told you what is transportation. Transportation means the transportation of the things from one place to another. The movement of the things from one place to another is known as the transportation, whether the goods or whether the person are there. So what is there? Roadways, railways, and pipeline on the land, and water inland and overseas. Inland means within the country, from with the help of rivers, or overseas means on the oceans, from one country to another country. And airways means domestic airways and international airways. Domestic airways means within the country, and international airways means from one country to another country. Domestic airways are of two type: public undertaking and the private airlines. It means the public means private companies, sorry, public means the government companies, and the private airlines means the private companies, like it was their Kingfisher, right? And Air India is a public undertaking, right? So what was there? For a long time, trade and transportation were restricted to the limited space, because so much technology was not there. With the development in science and technology, the area of influence of trade and transportation expanded far wide. As the technology improved, what happened? The trade flourish. And what happened? Today the world has been converted into a village, with the efficient means of fast moving transportation as well as with communication. What is there in the present day? If we want to go to one place to another place, then we can go very easily. If we want to go to Kerala, if we are living in Jammu and Kashmir, if we want to go to Kerala, then we can reach there within 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Right. Means from one part of the country to another part of the country, we can reach within 2 or 3 hours. It is all possible due to the fast moving transportation. Transportation has been able to achieve this with the help of equally developed communication system. I told you I will discuss about mainly two things, that is transportation and communication. Transport and communication. Transport, communication, and trade are complementary to each other. Means they all three are moving hand in hand. Today, India is well linked with the rest of the world despite its vast size. India is a vast country, seventh largest country of the world. India is diverse country as well as linguistic and socio cultural plurality. Means different kind of people are living, different type of languages and culture are there. Then also India is well linked with the rest of the world. Railways, airways, waterways, newspaper, radio, television, cinema, and internet, etc., have been contributing to its socio-economic progress in many ways. Socio-economic progress means it is improving the society, and how it is improving the society, people can connect from one place to another very easily. Like if your brother, your sister is lying, or your relative is lying, living in the other part of the country, or living in other country, then we can communicate with them very easily with the help of communication. Means many more modes are there, like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Skype, and many more are there. And economic condition means if the transportation of goods from one place to another will be okay, then what will be there? The economy will automatically improve. So the traders from local to international level have added to the vitality of its economy. With the help of transportation, now the economy has become vital. Vital means very big. It has enriched our life. Earlier, what was there? This means the things were restricted. Restricted means very less things were available, right? And with the help of transportation, what happened? That globalization also expanded. Now many things that are not produced in India, but we can get in India. The things that are produced in abroad, we can get in India with the help of transportation. And this transportation and these things, communication and transportation, has made our life comfortable. So, in this chapter, we will see how modern means of transportation and communication serve our lifelines of national economy and its modern economy. So, it is evident that a dense and efficient network of transport and communication is a prerequisite for local, national, and a global trade today. Means for everyone, whether it is local, whether it is a national or a global level. What is there? We can transport, we can do the trade very easily, right? So, in what is there? First, the land ways transport, that is roadways. Roadways means the best thing about the roadway, it provides door to door service. It provides door to door service as well as it is the feeder to the other modes of transport. It is the feeder to the other modes of transport like railways, airways, or pipeline, whatsoever is there. We are going to the railway station with the help of roads, right? We are transporting the thing with the help of roads. So the most important and the very good mode of transportation is roadways. So let's see. India has one of the largest road networks in the world, aggregating about 2.3 million kilometers square at present. At present, 2.3 million square kilometer, sorry, million kilometer area is there. Road network